Planetary Remix, page 444.
Welcome back to take 444. We're still on the bees as I trawl through my psychedelic collection. And I'm going to start off with something from the 1980s that I haven't seen shown. A band that really should have been much better known. They're from Texas, I believe. The Black Sun Ensemble. They released a few albums. This is the only one I have, but it's absolutely fantastic. It's Sunbaked Texas psych with a Egyptian Indian influence, lots of ragas and kind of slightly jazzy as well. They were really good, and they should have been huge, but of course they weren't. This came out on Reckless in 1988. That's the Reckless label. Came with a Reckless Records catalogue, which detailing the stuff that they were releasing at the time, which was Arthur Brown, Merrill Fankhauser, that kind of thing. Phil Miller, who's Canterbury Scene. So they had a really, and lots of Bevis Frond as well. So they had a really good catalogue at the time, Reckless, and that album kind of slipped through the cracks. It got great reviews in all the magazines and fanzines at the time, but they just didn't. They just didn't go anywhere. I don't know whether they didn't tour or what, but yeah, it should have been huge. Next up is album lots of people know, I'm sure. This is Triangle by the Beau Brummels. It's got the track Sleepy Hollow on it. Is it called Sleepy Hollow? No, Magic Hollow, which is fantastic, well known. Lots of compilations with that on. It's a very good pop psych album. This is a reissue, Warner Brothers, part of their Summer of Love. This is a mono version on bright blue translucent vinyl, gold Warner Brothers label. It's a really good pop psych album. It's kind of reminiscent of the Monkees. It's got good songwriting on it. They did nothing over this side of the pond, but obviously they had some big hits in the States. But yeah, if you want a good pop psych album from '67, that's one to go with. Next up, we have the Beau Brummels. The Beau Street Runners. I think they were from North Carolina or somewhere. So this is a reissue on Sundays from 1996. There's the Sun-Dazed label, and this is a great record. Oh, it's on translucent vinyl as well, sort of swirly pink and translucent vinyl. This is a great record. This is again odd pop psych, definitely psychedelic, more so than the Beau Brummels. Who wouldn't want to buy a record with a sleeve like that? The hype sticker on there says an otherworldly blend of female blotter acid harmonies, hypnotic farfisa, high octane fuzz guitar histrionics. And they're not far wrong. It's a great record, really worth picking up. Not seen an original. They're probably, I think Psychedelic's shown one. They're not easy to find over this side in Europe, but I would certainly pick one up if I could find one. Next up is another album that's pretty well known. This is Bittersweet and Hypnotic One. The cover can be viewed either way. It's got that's a fantastic psychedelic cover. in my mind. And that's the back. This is an original copy. I'm not sure if it's been reissued. I haven't seen it reissued. This is on ABC. That's the ABC label. And again, this is definitely worth picking up. There have been some not great reviews of it, but I think it's very good. I really like it. Some people are a bit snooty about it, but because it's a bit too poppy, but it's a good psych album in my mind, and definitely worth picking up. This is, I think it was released in '67. I can't remember, but I imagine it was '67. That's the track listing. Yeah, it's quite an expensive album now, but it's a 3-figure album, I think, nowadays. But it's a really good one, worth picking up if you find it. Next, I'm going to go with I've got 3 albums to show by a Swiss. You don't see many Swiss psych albums. This is more recent. So this is Balduin. This is All in a Dream. Got a great psych cover there. This came out in 2014. Wrong century. 2014 on Sunstone. He's released quite a few albums. It's a one-man band. And that's the gatefold with him in his studio. And it's good Baroque pop psych, orchestral, very 67. He does a cover of Which Dreamed It, from Boeing Duveen and the Beautiful Soup. I don't know if you've watched one of my 3 UK psych single videos. You'll see that shown there, one of the classic UK psych singles from 1967, Kitchen Sink and all. And he does a great cover of it. And this is his first album, All in a Dream, and Balduin on Sunstone. That's the Sunstone label. Next up is another Balduin, his second album. This is called Bohemian Garden. So this is from 2017, also on Sunstone. This is on clear, sort of slightly yellowy, lemonish coloured vinyl. More of the same, Baroque, pop psych, and very good. It's definitely worth checking out, these Swiss Psychedelia. And next is his third album, which is called Look at Me, I'm You. More of the same. That's the label for that one. So this is all on Sugarbush Records, this one, on black vinyl on Sugarbush, another UK label which is definitely worth checking out. Sugarbush and Sunstone released some great records. Next we have, if I can get them in the right order, the Bee Gees. I'm sure everybody knows this. This is a famous pop psych album, rightly famous actually. It didn't used to get any love back in the 80s and 90s, but it has become something of a classic. The fantastic songwriting of the Gibb brothers is on Atco. It really is first class pop psych. If you put off by the thought of the Bee Gees, don't be. This is very, very far away from Saturday Night Fever and the falsetto singing. This is all their albums in the 60s were fantastic. This one is Cucumber Castle. They were down to a duo on this one. This is on Polydor. I forgot to mention on the first one, the sleeve is by Klaus Voormann, who did that one there, the Revolver cover. But on this one, Cucumber Castle, this is down to a duo. Robin Gibb had left by this time, and he'd gone off in a bit of a hissy fit. And it was just the two of them. But again, this is fantastic pop psych. This came out in about 1970, I think. This is a German copy. Yeah, I can't see the date on there. About 1970, I think. Another one of theirs is definitely worth picking up. It's Horizontal. Again, fantastic songwriting. This is when they still had the full band, so I think this is their second album. Cucumber Castle was the sort of third or fourth album. Again, yeah, fantastic pop songwriting on the famous Red Polydor label. Their next album, I think this is the third album they did, is called Odessa, and came in this fantastic, luxurious velvet cover. I think this must be the only, I've not ever seen, this one's got a cutout. I've never ever seen another album with a velvet cover, but it's once seen, never forgotten. Odessa by the Bee Gees. Again, absolutely great stuff, great songwriting. They certainly knew how to craft a tune. Comes with the original inner sleeves on Atco. Yeah, so that's it up close with the velvet cover. I think a lot of these, if they're exposed to sunlight, you don't very often see them in great condition. This album, if they're exposed to sunlight, I think the glue goes and the texture goes off the cover. But this one is one of the best I've ever seen. It's got the full texture on there, and it's definitely worth picking up. Definitely worth hearing. Something that came out a couple of years ago, 2021. Spics and Specs was, so this is this is a compilation of stuff that they did. This is on Real Records. This is their pop. This on white vinyl. Great colour. Yeah, it's just some of their pop psych stuff from back then. All great stuff. Early Bee Gees, definitely worth picking up. Last one in this batch is Danny Ben Israel's Kathmandu sessions. So I saw this shown by Vinyl Richie last year. I think it was, maybe the year before. This is on Anazitaisi Records or something, I think it's called. So I'd not heard of this guy. He was a pop star in Israel in the 60s and 70s. And this is some sessions from, can't remember when it was, way back when, early 70s I think, or late 60s. And it's, don't let the picture fool you, it's completely out there. It's fantastic stuff. The first track, which is quite long, is just all backwards. It's one of those records. Side two is slightly more cohesive songwriting and is really, really good. Some shades of krautrock on there. It's worth picking up. It's really interesting record. So the first track is called Bad Trip on side one, and the track that I really like on the B side is The Hippies of Today Are the Assholes of Tomorrow. It's called. It's a great record, really worth picking up. It's been reissued lots of times. I'd never heard of it. Not sure how it slipped past me, but yeah, Vinyl Richie recommended it, and I went for it, and I wasn't disappointed. It's really good. That's all for this batch. There'll be some more soon, and stay tuned. See you then.
It's a plan series.